control for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly where he had to get 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. To the air, it's Hawkins. Steps away to find some room. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the 4th. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play.
Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Takes a handoff and he's going right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got him downfield. Afterburners coming. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Tide! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. The give to the tailback. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense move.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Line gets set. First down. Running back goes in motion. He wants to throw. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Scanning the field, it's Fafita. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Tosses to the quarterback. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burnett. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's McMillan. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally finally able to make the stop.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only